Wolfgang Van Halen has long been in the public eye, not only as the son of Eddie Van Halen, one of rock's most iconic figures, but also due to his own rise in the music world. Recently, however, fans have been surprised, not just by his musical accomplishments, but by a significant personal transformation. What led Wolfgang to make such drastic changes in his life? Before diving into the details, let's take a moment to understand the man behind the famous name. Born into rock royalty, Wolfgang's introduction to music was far from typical. Being born to Eddie Van Halen, a legendary guitarist, and Valerie Bertinelli, a beloved actress, he was practically destined for the spotlight. Despite the fame surrounding him, Wolfgang's upbringing was more grounded than one might expect. His parents made sure he had a normal childhood, and it wasn't until he was about 6 years old, when his father was remastering Van Halen's early albums, that Wolfgang started to comprehend just how famous his family was. While many assumed that Wolfgang would naturally follow in his father's footsteps, his musical path developed slowly. His first passion wasn't even the guitar. Instead, he fell in love with drums, an instrument he picked up from his uncle, Alex Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen supported his son's musical interests from the start, teaching him to keep time by tapping on magazines. Though he began with drums, Wolfgang eventually gravitated to both guitar and bass, largely teaching himself in a way that echoed his father's self-taught journey. From nepo baby to Grammy nominee. Despite his musical talents, Wolfgang wasn't exempt from criticism. When he stepped in as Van Halen's bassist at just 15, replacing longtime member Michael Anthony, some fans accused him of benefiting from nepotism, implying his surname was the reason for his role. However, Wolfgang wasn't willing to simply ride on his father's legacy. Over time, he earned respect through his own efforts as a musician. When not on tour with Van Halen, he was working on his own projects, which eventually led to his debut solo album, Mammoth WVH. On this album, Wolfgang played every instrument, showing the extent of his skill and dedication. His hard work paid off when he earned his first Grammy nomination for Distance, a heartfelt tribute to his late father. This accomplishment quieted many of his critics, proving that his success was a result of his own talent and hard work, not just his family ties. Carrying the weight of grief. The passing of Eddie Van Halen in 2020 was a devastating blow for Wolfgang. Beyond losing a rock legend, he had lost his father and best friend. The weight of his grief, combined with the pressure of living up to his father's legacy, took a heavy toll on Wolfgang, both emotionally and physically. During this time, he openly discussed his struggles with depression and anxiety, challenges that contributed to noticeable weight gain. As he worked to establish his own musical career, Wolfgang found himself under increasing scrutiny about his appearance. Unfortunately, his weight became a frequent target for online trolls, overshadowing his significant musical accomplishments. Yet, instead of letting this constant criticism defeat him, Wolfgang made the decision to rise above it. A new chapter, Mammoth WVH and personal growth. After his father's death, Wolfgang channeled his grief into his music. His debut album, Mammoth WVH, was not only critically acclaimed, but also served as a personal outlet for his emotional struggles. The album was both a tribute to Eddie Van Halen and a statement that Wolfgang was carving out his own identity as an artist. At the same time, he began to focus on his health. Though Wolfgang has kept most of his personal journey private, fans noticed a gradual physical transformation. Over time, he lost a significant amount of weight, sparking widespread curiosity online. While he has chosen not to share the specifics of his weight loss process, his transformation appears to be the result of a dedicated approach to both fitness and mental health. Hey, Golden Throwback fans, ready to take a trip down memory lane? Perfect Fifth has you covered with graphic tees that celebrate the music you love. Check out this cassette era design, a tribute to those mixtape days. Or vibe with Melting Vinyl Sunset, bringing back the golden age of records. And for the Patriots, Stars, Stripes, and Strings combines music and Americana in a style all your own. Get it for yourself or as the perfect gift for the music lover in your life. And right now, get 30% off your order with code THROWBACK30 at checkout. Click the link in the description to shop now. Perfect fifth. Wear the rhythm, relive the moments. Transformation beyond the physical. Wolfgang's weight loss didn't come with any public declarations or dramatic before and after comparisons. Instead, much like his approach to music, it was a quiet and steady process. Fans began to see small signs of his progress on social media, including healthier food choices and mentions of exercise, as well as a noticeable boost in confidence during public appearances. Although Wolfgang hasn't revealed the exact details of his diet or exercise routine, his transformation seems to have involved a combination of balanced nutrition and a consistent workout regimen. This likely included cardio, strength training, and functional exercises. But more importantly, his journey reflects a shift in mindset with a renewed focus on both his physical and mental well-being after years of dealing with grief and public scrutiny. Overcoming critics and embracing his future. For Wolfgang, the weight loss was about more than just changing his appearance. It was about taking back control of his life. Throughout his career, he has faced criticism, whether for replacing Michael Anthony in Van Halen for his music or for his looks. Yet, with each hurdle, Wolfgang has shown that he is much more than just Eddie Van Halen's son. His transformation stands as a symbol of his resilience, his determination to forge his own path, and his commitment to self-improvement. Today, Wolfgang continues to build a legacy that is uniquely his own. His second album, Mammoth 2, further cements his place in the rock world, not just as a member of the Van Halen dynasty, but as an artist who stands on his own merit. Fans have taken note of his incredible transformation, both in his physical appearance and his music, and admire the strength it has taken for him to get to where he is today. Wolfgang Van Halen's journey of transformation, both personal and musical, has left a lasting impression on fans. He has faced immense challenges, from growing up in his father's shadow to dealing with his own struggles. Yet through it all, Wolfgang has emerged stronger, showing that true transformation is possible when one has the will to overcome adversity. His story is not just about losing weight or achieving fame. It's about resilience, personal growth, and creating his own legacy in the world of rock. What do you think about Wolfgang Van Halen's incredible journey and transformation? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share in the comments below how you feel about his path to personal growth and creating his own legacy in the music world.